Conservative-controlled Chester City Council recycles thousands and thousands of tonnes of domestic waste every year. It is one of the most complex and costly operations of the council. It is a service every home receives, and the City Council has now signed a new deal for residents. Here's the Deputy Leader.
We've now agreed the new waste contract with Fosker, which means that everyone will still get their waste collected weekly, but instead of using the black bin bags, the pink bin bags and the green bags, you'll be getting new wheelie bins. Everyone will still retain the weekly service.
The weekly element was voted for by council taxpayers, and this new deal means the old Lib Dem and Labour waste collection plan is now in the dustbin.
Going back 2 or 3 years ago, the Labour and Lib Dem administration wanted to introduce a fortnightly waste collection in Chester. Now we talked to people, we spoke to the people of Chester, and they said no, they wanted to keep their weekly collection. So we stood on a platform of keeping the weekly collection, and we've delivered on our promises.
The Conservatives stood on a platform of many so-called green promises. The Cabinet Member for the Environment says the public has a role to play.
The responsibilities are recycle, recycle, recycle. And they're important because that's us doing our bit to help basically save the planet, to make life in Chester better. So recycle your plastics, recycle your tin, recycle your glass.
A message Councillor Mosley says needs to be adhered to.
As a council, we're being measured on how much we recycle. So the more that people recycle, the better it is for Chester, the cheaper it is for the taxpayer, and the more likely it is that we'll be able to continue weekly collections in 2 or 3 years' time.
Having spent the entire summer trying to stop a weekly service, the Lib Dem and Labour parties will no doubt watch the new recycling rates carefully, looking for any excuse to go back to their much favoured fortnightly option.